I decided to go to college back in 2018. I was in the Navy at the time. I knew I wasn't going to make a career out of it, and I wanted to get out, but I didn't want to just get out and start working again. So I wanted to use the benefits that I had. So I started taking classes online while I was still in, and I was able to bang out my associates pretty easily. And now I'm at VCU utilizing my 9/11 bill. Aside from job preparation, I'd like to get some good networking out of my college experience. It seems to me that when it comes to the college experience, half of the battle is getting your actual degree, being able to have that piece of paper that you can show to an employer and say, hey, I'm educated in this field. I've got the commit level that you need. I was able to commit to a bachelor's. And then the other half of it is the networking portion where you have to network your way into that. And it seems like there's a lot of that type of infrastructure already set up at VCU. So I think I'm looking good on that front. As far as how my college experience has been different from what I have expected, this has been almost completely different from what I've expected. For one, I was not expecting as many discussion-based classes as there would be. I thought it was all going to be death by lecture, which, don't get me wrong, there's definitely been that, but it's not as abundant as I thought. And on top of that, the workload itself is different from what I expected. I mean, I've taken like AP college classes in high school, and this is not anything like it. On top of that, VCU itself doesn't feel like a traditional campus at all. I mean, most campuses, you think of somewhere like University of Richmond, it's like its own little hermetically sealed campus in its own place where you have everything that you need there. But VCU's not like that. VCU is really just, it's like a bunch of buildings in downtown. It almost doesn't feel like a college campus. And on top of that, there's not really much Greek life here. I wasn't really, I didn't have my heart set on joining a frat or anything, but I just thought I'd see more of it. I feel like if I saw more of it, it would feel more authentic. But VCU just isn't really that kind of school. As far as what makes my college experience unique, I'm a first-gen student. I'm a veteran. And for a lot of these students, I'm almost 10 years older than them. So I feel like I'm in a completely different headspace than a lot of my peers are, just between the age and the backgrounds. I come from a world that's, completely foreign to them. So I kind of feel like a fish out of water here. So my focus disciplines are in media production and economics. I first got interested in those last semester because I was initially going to college for electrical engineering. And once I got into those engineering classes, I realized, oh man, I am not that mathematical of a person. Like, I consider myself a smart guy. I can pick up most things, but I don't know about all that math. 4 semesters of the highest levels of college math, just not for me. So I decided to pivot, think, what other things are there out there that I'm interested in? And media seemed like it just caught my eye because, I'm into media. I love pop culture. I love the news. I would like to consider myself an informed person. So it'd be cool to be able to get into that world. And as far as my short-term educational and career goals, I really just want to be a better student, and I want to graduate as soon as possible. I don't necessarily excel in an academic environment. I did well enough in high school, and I think I'm smart enough for it, but it's just like the way that you have to approach college classes in general, I feel like is something I struggle with because I'm not very good at studying. It's hard for me to just read a textbook and parse out, what's going to be important, what's probably going to show up on a test or a quiz or anything. So those are the things that I struggle with, and those are the things that I want to get better at. But bottom line, I just want to be able to get my degree as soon as possible and graduate.